All right, it's been a while since we've watched one of these types of videos. I planned to milk him dry, but then I fell in love. You know, I like to watch these and determine whether or not that's true in any way. You know, because a lot of times it looks pretty iffy, but sometimes it's like, nah, it's just like an old dude that clearly has game. But you know, we'll see.
Is 30-year-old Carrie.
She's not even like super young. You know, normally it's questionable.
He fell in love with 63-year-old Randy.
I mean, 33 years
Carrie
older.
admits that initially she used Randy for his money.
Randy and I met on Tinder. My first intention was to basically milk him dry and peace out.
Right. She kind of looks like a debt. You know what I'm talking about? The woman that's trying to say that her and XQC were married because they lived together for a long period of time and she's trying to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But her feelings towards Randy developed over time.
I felt sorry.
I just want to state that she looks way different in her pictures than she does right here. And that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I'm just, you know, staged, you know, angles, whatnot. But it's just fact of life.
Sorry that I was...
He probably did too, to be honest with you. You know, like some pictures of me, just like a picture of me doing an activity, like lifting something up, got to be one of the worst faces I could ever make. You know, my mom is good at taking pictures of me making the worst faces possible.
Kind of neglecting him and his feelings.
However, some people in her life are still unsure that she really has good intentions.
People typically assume that I'm a gold digger.
Right.
Does this guy just want some young, hot girl who's vulnerable?
Where are you on your budget?
I blew it again.
Have you been shopping lately? I know that answer.
Almost
That's
every day.
She normally spends money on clothes.
My name is Carrie and I am 30 years old.
I'm Randy. I'm 63 years old.
And we have a 33.
I'm sorry, man. I'm doing a in-depth analysis, and it seems like she really probably just does. You know, this is based off my 56-second analysis here. As we're 2 minutes into the video and into my video, 56 seconds into this video, and I'm making an analysis that like whatever's going on in between her eyes, just right behind that doorway, it's not a lot. You know what I mean? So maybe she's just like chill with like, I guess I get money forever if I'm just chill.
3-year age gap. I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend, and I just started an OnlyFans.
I do sales. I've been doing sales for 30 years.
Right.
Randy,
Okay.
Yeah, babe.
you want to help me pack for Coachella?
Oh, good idea.
So here is the pink translucent bra. You like that? That's a thong. Oh my God.
Oh, good idea. Look at how excited he looks. He kind of looks like Mr. Beast. I don't know why that's throwing me off a little bit.
You will be definitely noticed in that. In the beginning of our relationship, she would go over her budget thousands of dollars. And finally, we had to have a come to Jesus meeting. I don't
She would go over the budget thousands of dollars? What's the budget? I need to know.
even know she's over her budget until she calls me and says, my Amex isn't working.
Right.
And I said,
yeah.
okay,
That's 'cause-
well, you can have it, but that's it. And then normally, like 2 days later, she was like, well, I need this.
Randy and I met on Tinder in 2019. I just swiped up to the age. I just made it go the whole way up.
Right.
What attracted me to him was probably he went on vacation a lot. I actually thought that it was going to be more of a business transaction. My first intentions when I met Randy was to basically...
Dude, there's nothing more romantic than hearing that. You know what I'm saying? I initially was looking at it like a business transaction. Dear God, dude, that sucks.
milk him dry. I wanted to get from him what I could and peace out.
Every once in a while, I would get a message, hey, can you do me a favor and help me out? Because, I'm low on money.
After a while of him doing that, I just disappeared one day. I didn't message him for, months.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to work a job. So I was walking to work.
And then you changed your mind because it wasn't the same kind of money.
I didn't have a car. After I disappeared for a while, he messaged me out of concern because he hadn't heard from me.
I said, look, I'll buy you a car. I said, so this way you can get back and forth to work because I don't want you walking at nighttime. She worked graveyard shift. So I ended up buying her a BMW.
I am so
Do you see?
grateful
Hold
that-
on. Do you see what I'm looking? Like this is what she look when she's not talking. This is what she looks like. And I could press play and you kind of get what. If we could just watch this in silence, you know what I'm saying? Go back Actually, go down into the description of my video. Watch the sections where, honestly, I've mainly been focusing. It's like, listen, I'll admit, right? There's a little bias here because I know that we're looking to, like, he's not the one gold digging. So I'm doing my investigation over, on one particular side here. He might have the same issue. But when she's not talking, she is like a fish in an aquarium. I don't know how else to explain it.
BMW.
And now he's talking.
I'm so grateful that he's giving me the car.
Like the face that he made when she was like, pick up my Coachella outfit is the face she just has all the time. Just, just nothing really going on.
All right. Thank you. After a year of talking, I decided to meet him in person because my life was getting a little bit better because of him. He was helping me out long distance. And I felt sorry that I was kind of neglecting him and his feelings when he was doing so much for me.
Right.
When I first met her, I was like, wow, she's hot.
Never mind. They're both fish. You know what I mean? They're fish in human bodies.
I had never been with an older man before, so I didn't know if
that's like your thought process when you're 20. You know what I'm saying? When you're 20, your thought process is like, wow, she's hot. Like, she can be insane. She could literally be like burning down a building, and she'd be like, this is my ex. This is what I do to all my exes. And you'd be like, wow, she's hot. You shouldn't be doing that at 63. At 63, you should be like, wow, this is the extensive 401k you've built.
he was safe.
This is the extensive. This is inextensive.
Yeah, she always thought I was going to kill her.
What a retirement fund.
I realized that I had feelings for Randy when he sat me down one day and said, make a list of all your problems and we'll check them off one by one. And probably a week later, he said to me, if you give me a year, I'll change your life.
So, babe.
Okay. Can I see the list? Because if it was all debts, we have a problem. If the list is like, oh, my problem is that I don't have great self-esteem, then that's like some crazy thing that your partner could potentially, I mean, they can help you with, because ultimately it's on you. Your self-esteem, improving that's like a self-goal thing that you have to work through. You know what I mean? Your partner's not going to, they can help, but they're not going to solve that for you. You know what I mean? But if her list is just like Capital One, whatever loans, then, I guess he can fix those problems. You know what I mean? But it makes you a gold digger.
You gonna make that breakfast casserole?
Yeah, we had it before. I liked it.
Breakfast casserole?
We've gone to a restaurant before, and he has gone to the restroom, and I'm sitting there, and they'll ask me what my dad wants to drink. And normally, I just go with it. Sometimes I'll correct them. I don't like to embarrass people, so I let it go and then give an awkward kiss.
After the meal. She'll be like, this is what my dad wants.
Yeah. People typically assume that I'm a
two fish in love. There's some things that he is like the opposite. Sometimes when he talks, well, he kind of looks like maybe a fish here, but like when he talks, fish mode. When she's not talking, fish mode. Although I will admit, fish mode also when she talks.
gold digger, or I have daddy issues. People stare. Sometimes I catch them pointing. I've seen them make fun of us, or me especially.
She looks a good 5 years younger in her pictures. She's 30, right? She looks like 25 in her pictures.
I don't think Carrie's using me for my money because I've seen a change in the way she treats me.
Okay.
In the beginning, yes, but in the last 2 or 3 years, no. Nope, not at all. She really cares.
Silence.
She wants to make sure that
Come on, man.
I take my medicine because I got high blood pressure.
I'm not using Randy for his money anymore. At the beginning, of course, I had a different mindset. But when you fall in love with somebody, then you appreciate them for
Can we fast forward 10 years? I want to check in then.
they are and not what they have.
Right, true.
The online judgment has been, I guess, difficult for me more than it has him.
Right? Because he's old, dude. They don't care. These boomers don't care. Boomers care about what Donald Trump is up to. They'll argue about, you could attack Donald Trump. You attack a boomer on social media, like you call him fat, they won't care. They avoided that gene that makes them care about bullying on social media. You talk about Trump, it's different. You know what I mean? You talk about whoever, but he for sure reason he's like, I don't care, hot girlfriend. Like he's,
People have said he's going to die in the next couple of years. I'm dating my grandpa.
He's only 63. He's got more than a couple years, I think.
I thought you said father, not grandpa.
I'm sorry.
Is she high? She has to be high. She got super high before recording this. There's no other explanation. You know what I'm saying? It's wild to me.
I have two boys that are they're younger than Carrie, and both of them.
Like, look at the way who is she already did the she already cut the green onions like you would normally cut green onions in the little circles, but now she's like going I don't know, man. I don't know.
Actually, thought, wow, Dad, she's hot as shit. They get along with her very well.
I bet they do.
And they were like,
she's their age. They're the same age. I bet they do get along.
I give you kudos. You're doing
and her son is Mr. Beast.
great.
His son is Mr. Beast.
Initially, my friends were surprised. So my friend Sabrina's gonna come over in a little bit. She hasn't been that supportive.
I'm Sabrina. I've been Carrie's friend since we were about 16 years old. We went to high school together. When
Yeah,
Carrie
you kind of have the look of I don't know how else to explain it, but you have the look of, the friend who's not cool with the relationship, regardless of what the relationship is. How else do I explain it?
first told me about Randy, I definitely was thinking, what is she doing with an older man? What is she benefiting from this?
Come on, bro. That's like that's the friend that just kind of shows up like, she's not looking right now.
Is this going to be a fling? Is she going to get hurt? Is this even safe for her to do? Carol, how are you?
How are you?
It's been so long. Oh my Lord.
So thanks for
I need to get
coming.
those little
thanks for
Rode
having
microphones
me.
they're using.
So what concerns did you?
I want to move away from this. I need to get a wireless, like the Rode makes wireless, I need to get all that together. I'm sitting here. I just want to back up sometimes.
You initially have about the relationship?
You guys dating? I'd say from your standpoint, I was like, what is she getting from this? Why is she doing
Especially
this?
since I got a bigger screen.
Is it
man.
just a phase? I don't know. I didn't want you to get hurt, but I also didn't want you to be using someone. So really just worried about what your intention was, to be
Hey, I forget what your name is, but this is going in one ear and out the other. I don't know if you saw her face when you were talking.
completely honest.
Look.
Settled down. So I was like, what is she doing?
Look at
What
he
do you
didn't
think
even have like any type of reaction.
the age gap? Were you worried?
I was a little worried about, does this guy just want a showpiece? Is he just trying to find some young,
Yeah, he kind of does.
hot girl who's vulnerable to take advantage of? Not even
Yes.
mentally, but sexually, to be completely honest. Did you just want a little piece type of thing? Like, yeah. But, I mean, clearly you're a great guy. Again, make her extremely happy. So I see that this is something.
She's fried, dude. She is fried. It's crazy. She's fried beyond belief. It's midday, and she's just something's going on.
Real. I truthfully never thought she was going to find someone that treats her so well, and I am so appreciative that
that
you
sucks.
helped her mentally,
Never thought she'd find true love.
physically, honestly, everything under the sun you've given her. Her happiness now is truthfully, in my opinion, contributed to you and what you've done for her.
I really appreciate that.
Of course.
Yeah, she seems really happy about
Yes,
it.
I see
Oh,
you
there's a
honestly
smile
as like
from
a
her.
brother-in-law.
Wow.
What makes you love Carrie? What gets you going with her? What do you see in her
Get you going.
that
I don't want to
satisfies
hear
you
that.
and what you need? Shut the f- up. I mean, are you? I honestly wasn't going sexual, but I see that's what you're doing.
We put in
You said what gets him going. You said what gets him going, Deborah.
work every day to make each other happy.
To the haters.
I like the attention, baby.
And I have it, and she comes home with me every night.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna need to see some of these comments here. She's nothing more than a gold digger. Her statement alone proves it. I fell in love with him when we sat down and he said, "Write down all your problems and what you need, and I'll take care of it all in a year." Instant love. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was like, hold on a second. What were the problems? Wait, because you at least were like, bruh, wait, what? I don't know if I'd be marrying someone who had ulterior motives for me and my bag. Don't give her any more money and see how fast she falls out of love. That's probably true, but now you're together, like living together. That's an awkward situation, because then you might come across as an asshole even then, but it's like, I like how the friend or whatever thinks Randy is taking advantage of her. Yeah, that is funny, dude. It was the girl, though. She admits it. Yeah, that's crazy funny. That her friend basically just stated out the gate, yeah, when I started talking to him, it was just because of money. And she's like, but what about him? Does she not realize how blessed she is? Not just the money, This man is hands-on supportive. Yeah, she has an OnlyFans, and he's cool with that. You know what I mean? To each their own. You know, if you have a significant other with an OnlyFans, but like, you know, look at these videos I've been watching. Boogie2988 and Mr. .R. Oh, and Financial Audit. I listen to those to go to sleep. Best content. Do you know how rare that is? People don't do that. They'll sit on the sideline, say, yeah, I support you, babe, not doing hands-on stuff, like paying all the bills. He probably has a big heart. He does have a big heart. He has heart issues, actually. I don't think I get with the person after I found any intentions personally, but thankfully I had been. Yeah, I don't know, man. Apparently I already opened this one. She's still gonna milk him dry. When did I open that one? Girl, what? Still have Bennett? Yeah, I don't know, man. Not harming anyone for sure, except for each other potentially, and that's all that matters, I guess, is that they mind their own business and we mind our own business. That one seemed kind of iffy. It kind of seemed like she knew, like she worked a regular job for a little bit, and then she realized maybe just sticking to one like man sugar daddy that pays for everything was probably the better solution. But who knows, man? I don't feel like there's a lot going on between those two. Like mentally, it might really just be simple. Like he might just be like, she hot, that enough, and she's like, he give me money, that's enough, and they're just, you know what, they work together. Still probably a gold digger though.